Okay, YouTube. I cannot help sneezing, so you know what? We're just going to deal with it today. Okay. So, when you get ready to put your pistons in, they're going to look like this. You want to make sure that they're clocked right. This one is clocked correctly, like so. This is, actually that's to the front of the engine. There you go. Actually, that is completely opposite of the way I want it. So, let's go ahead and clock these right real quick. It really didn't matter that it was opposite. The arrow right here is facing to the front. I pretty much clock. I already showed the clocking video. I'll go back over that. You guys could go back and review that one. So, anyway, it's clocked right now. And I'm going to oil this up. The rings, because they're cast iron, they have really high tension. This isn't really going to mess this up. If you have a BMW or something like that, you don't want to do this. But for this car, 4G63s, I know that thanks to Jaffro. I mentioned that guy a lot. It sounds like I have a man crush for him or something. But anyway, this is pretty much how you install your piston ring installer compressor. So go ahead and turn that bad boy on there. Get it nice and tight. Make sure you leave enough skirt out so you can fit it in the piston. You know, and then tighten it down. And make sure it's centered, because it will kind of go in there a little bit cockeyed because it's going against the tension of the rings. So make sure she's tight. Take off your cap. And when you install it, make sure you're installing it the right way. So we'll head over to the engine right now. I'll set you guys up. Set y'all up, homie. And you guys can see exactly how to do it. So, back over here to the engine. That's the front of the engine, that way. So, go ahead and slide that in. Make sure that you don't scratch your crank. Actually, your crank needs to be completely opposite of how that one is. I'm sorry. I just had some kid looking in my garage, and you guys be a little bit flustered right now. Can't stand it when kids act like you're too stupid to realize that they're checking out what you got in your garage. Especially high school kids. And that's when I start getting pissed off. There we go. He was like 4 or 5. What the hell is he gonna do? 15, 16, 17. That's when the stupid begins. And where my bullshit tolerance ends. So this is the front of the engine. The arrow's right there. You can see the bottom of the skirt. Usually I like a little bit more out than that. Usually. But I prefer a little bit more than that out. But go ahead and slide it in there. Be gentle. Once you have it in there, make sure that it's flat. I'm going to try to set you guys up to where you guys can see this a little bit better. But that's the beginnings of it. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. One thing I forgot was to lube your bearing. Don't forget that. So I had to pull that right back out and apply lube. If you forget, do exactly like I did and pull it right back out and apply lube. Pull it out and put more lube on. Get it? Pull it out and put more lube on. Oh yeah, baby, you like that, huh? You like that, don't you? So, that's pretty much it. Do that. Make sure your threads are kind of clean. Mine aren't really that clean, but I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. So, back over here to the engine. Make sure that the arrow facing the front is facing the front. I can't even see that arrow. There we go. And, huzzah. Now what you want to do is take a hammer and get it flat first. I'm not sure if I could do this with one hand. I really shouldn't even try it. Especially since this is actually technically my first time doing this. I've seen a lot of people do it before. Let's grab this real quick. But I want you guys to see this go down. So, make sure it's flat. So it's completely flat. Make sure the arrow is facing forward. And these are kind of offset for the HO with the dome piston. But like that, and then gently tap your piston into the cylinder. Okay, that sounds like it's binding a little bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, that's all there. feels like it's binding. So we're gonna go tighten it up a little bit more. This is what you get when you go renting tools from AutoZone. No offense to AutoZone, but it's not like they don't know this shit real. I mean, come on, they know what's up. Tighten it up a little bit better, kind of wobble it, tap it flat, and keep going in. Yeah, it's not going in anymore. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, we're gonna pull that one out because it's not going in. The actual compressor itself is going in with the piston. Actually, no. Let's just keep going because it doesn't look like we have a choice. It's the oil ring that's doing all that, so. There we go. That's in there. Now you don't want to keep going. You want to stop as soon as it's in. Good, we have a minute. As soon as it's in, you want to stop and come over here and take a look at your rod. That's where your rod is. There's where your piston is, and you have to push this all the way down to get it to seat on there. Let's see if I can get it to where you guys can see it while I'm doing it. We have a minute left. Try to avoid hitting your crank because it will scratch your crank. I actually scratched one or nicked one of these bearings up, so I'm kind of worried about that, but I think I could probably sand out the whatchamacalls. So here we go. Wish me luck. Pray for me. Good God. There we go. One installed. Now we put on our end cap after lubing it up and bolt it down, and then we'll come back and torque all of them at the same time.